Hello, guys. My name is Armin. In today's episode, Learning Revit. I want to show you how to leverage selection tree. It's a little bit different than the other platforms such as Navis because you can get more out of the selection tree in Revizto than compare with, let's say, Navisworks platform. In Revizto, you can basically select the different items. You can kind of get to a specific point. You can get a lot specifically with the like properties and everything in Revit. So using selection tree. So without further ado, let's jump into Revit so we can go over the selection tree. And if you like the content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. In today's episode, Learning Revizto, we're going to take a look at a very important element in Revizto, and that's selection tree. So under the 3D mode, we have the first one right here by default, which is selection tree. So if you click on it, it's going to open up a panel for you, and the shortcut for object tree is Control B. If you hover over the top of the object tree, it's going to change from arrows to a move tool. Means you can move the panel, dock it anywhere you want, and kind of fix your kind of panel where you want to put it. If I go through all of these on top, so the first one, it says show all. So if you bring in some models that are not shown, if as a linked model to the original one, mostly it's not going to show. If you have an architectural model like in this instance, the main Revit model is architectural and these two are linked. So if I bring it in the first time, it's not going to show. So you can hit on that, it's going to show the linked model to your overall. So first thing first, when you open it, hit on this show all so you can see all the content in your Revit. Reset button is going to reset 4 items for you: unhide, transparency, colors, unrequired. So if you want to reset all of those 4 items, this is a one button for you over there that you can reset all. These 3 dots, basically at these corner that I can go on. If I click on it, there you go. So basically you have switchback and you have moved object temporarily. Switchback kind of allows to switch back to the authoring tool from any given location inside of the project. So making it to where there is no longer an issue needed to actually switch back to the model that you are working in on daily basis, let's say. But what it does is right now it's going to give me an info error because I do not have any authoring tools such as Revit, CAD, or whatnot. It's not available. So this is kind of work with the issue tracker. When you create an issue into platform, you can kind of switch back and forth between those two. It's going to take you over there to access the issues. The next one under it, which I find it interesting, is moved object temporarily. It's a very easy and simple tool. So if I click on it, it's gonna kind of take me to a different kind of face interface. I can select, let's say, this one. I have the move tool, and this one is available over here as a navigation. So let's say I want to move it here and then kind of go up, so I can get the new dimension. How far I go, and basically how far I raised it. So it's gonna give me all of those. If you want to rotate, you can do a rotation on, right? So as you guys can see, as I keep changing the original or the source element that I had, everything is gonna be noted over here for me to understand. Like I raised it 37 feet, I moved it to 27, I rotated it for 40 degrees, and I find this interesting. Is really nice. And this one right here, basically select the move object. So if you are sometimes forgetting what items you have, if you have moved a few of them, you can click on this one and automatically select whatever you have. These settings, it basically, if you check it, is gonna highlight moved object like this is highlighted, and kind of show annotation, and that's what I was talking about. So if I uncheck all of these, it's gonna go away, but I would recommend just have these checked so you can see it highlighted and also see all of those dimensions. So if there's a pipe or anything in your coordination, you want to move it up and down here and there to see how everything is going to work, I think this is a great approach to do it, to temporarily move it. And you can kind of clear all by kind of clicking on this icon right here. So if I click it, everything is going to go back and I can exit the mode. So I think this is a great tool right here to just move some objects and select them and move them. And I think that's going to be really, really good and I give you a better understanding what's going on. The next one on the selection tool is this little gear icon, which is the settings for the search. So if I click on this and it says element, so let me explain what that means. Let's say I put slab. So basically, when that box is checked, only highlights the elements so you guys can see, like, it doesn't select the actual layer, it only selects the actual element. So if I let me get rid of that and then uncheck this box and retype it again, and right now you can see it just moves up and select the layer, not the actual element, which is that floor, right? So I would recommend have it checked in. So it's gonna help you for more navigation when you have in your model to basically select everything. So that's a little bit difference between selecting the element or selecting the actual model or the layer that you have. This little button on top is gonna collapse everything, open them up, just a little bit more navigation style. So if I, let's say, open up, go to a specific area, let me go to, let's say, this floor. So if I double click on it, it kind of takes me over there for that slab and also opens up a property panel for that slab or the item that I selected. And it's gonna kind of give me all the info that I want in terms of that little slab, like if it's like a dimension or anything that is available and basically came in from the source model or the origin of this model, which is the Revit. In this case, it's gonna give me everything. So let's say go to that wall, this basic wall. So if I click on it, basically same thing. So it's a good thing to highlight, takes you over there, gives you the properties for that element. Also, what you can do, you can right click on any element that you have and you'll be able to see all of the items that comes with a right click for that. You can hide, unhide, isolate, for example, whatever you want to look at. Let me just go back. Transparency, you can change the colors. Isolating transparency, which is going to be the good one, like a different option that you can see everything around it, transparent. And then with that item that you selected, highlighted. Focus on the object, switchback that we talked about, move it temporarily. So if we talk about, so right now if I click on it, it's gonna take me back over there. So if I want to move stuff, so this is where I'm gonna move it, and let's say I'm gonna move it around, so it's gonna give me all the changes. When I make my investigation, I can kind of go back to exactly where that wall is. You can have load models, unload, add custom property, transform. So the main thing is, like, this basically selection tree is gonna give you a lot of good tool to move around, get access from one point to another point. Also, is gonna give you the ability to move items real quick. You can isolate them. You can see everything around them if you move. It's gonna give you a lot of freedom, and then it's gonna be a good analysis tool during your coordination. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.